Hello, everyone. Welcome back to chess. We're playing 1510 as white against M. Komljanovic from Croatia. Well, I can't pronounce probably most Croatian names, so no offense to my opponent. I did my best. M. Komljanovic. Huh. Why this so soon? That's a weird one. At least I'm not getting grobbed this game. I mean, I forgot to check during the last episode. I thought maybe what my opponent was playing was the orangutan or something, but no, it was the grob. I know, like, both of those are like opening moves with an extreme far out pawn, but I don't know which is which or anything. What about this? I never played this move. It doesn't seem very good, I suppose, would be one reason not to play it. This pawn would be pretty tough to defend. I don't know, I'll try it. How bad can it be? I think well, they don't have to take because queen's guarding the knight. I think they have to take because they don't want to do this. But the knight could. That's why this is bad. I'm always forgetting this. Although, is this queen move any good? I think it might be fine. Oh, or what about a knight rook move instead? Yeah. All right, let's just resign this one. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty horrible, obviously, right? I don't know. Let's play out another move or two. Not really paying much attention to my opponent's threats, clearly. But okay, I have a queen on this half open file to the king. This pawn and knight are under pressure. Maybe something good will happen. Nothing good enough to compensate for what I've given up for no reason, but we don't have to resign quite yet. My bishop is under attack at the moment. That needs addressing. Let me just back up to here. I want to keep an eye on this. Hmm. Kind of wanted to move the knight anyway, though, right? I'm a little tempted to do this to, like, sideline the queen. But I don't actually have, like, an immediate checkmate, which is what I would need to make that move any good. Wait a minute. Take here with check? And then move the knight? This is why you never resign against a player as bad as I am. I think we can drop the knight in here at this point, right? Unveiling this attack, attacking the rook, and then when I move, I get a discovery on the rook. queen here might stabilize. Because it comes with check. So this is my idea, knight here. Attacking the queen and the rook simultaneously. But what about queen here? I don't want that to happen. Because that stops my queen guarding this square. And then my knight would just be captured. So I have to probably tuck the king away before I can try that. What if I try this bishop sack first? Does this accomplish anything? I don't think so. Just get the king out of there. Now there's this idea, right? I guess the question is that strong enough? Because they could do something like this here, and yes, I'm up material. My queen is very far away from the action. I think I might prefer to just like grab this pawn first. I guess then rook here. No, that would be pretty game losing. Yeah, let's just go for this. Seems like a good place for a bishop. Threaten mate in one. Good things look like they might be coming. No, that was not the answer. I think queen here or here interfering with this. So this is checkmate, right? No, the king goes up here. The rook's out of the way. Check. Okay. It gets the bishop out of danger. I kind of thought I had developed a winning position here, but I'm not so sure. Knight here takes. Meanwhile, stuff like this is kind of threatening. I need this. I need this rook. But okay, the opponent can't really develop either. This whole section is locked up. It's just like, can they checkmate me with these two pieces? I'm fairly sure the answer is no. Because the queen can't actually get in without being captured. Yeah. Let's just try and get some, God gave me 16 pieces, right? I should try to use them and not just 3. This is a threat, obviously. But well, I shouldn't make a bishop move. And if I make a queen move that isn't a capture, there's this checkmate. Well, actually, this move might be playable. No, this just drops a bishop. Okay, queen's off, fine. And now my knight is in trouble? Not quite. You can get here now. Although it's not really obvious that's going to be a safe haven for long. So knight here. And the opponent responds with a bishop move to unveil this attack, but then knight here? And I'm not, like, immediately cooked. Or what about this sack? Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, attacking this. And then I can return here after being attacked. It seems better than giving them a chance to do all this developing. Right, and even after that, my knight can't really go anywhere. Well, he's attacking this square, but the rook could come over here or something, and I'd be in... They wouldn't put the bishop here, maybe... Actually, where do you put the bishop? Maybe this is okay. Or this. I guess bishop here attacks pretty well. Yeah, I don't think I want to allow that. I think this sack is pretty good. It's such a good knight, but... well, no, they have to move this knight, this rook, and... Problem is, I think I can't really get away, so... Yeah, let's just go for this. Stockfish is not going to have a very high opinion of this game, is my prediction. Between, like, my disastrous opening blunders and then... Whoa, what is this all about? Oh, just getting out of the way, I guess, sure. So I want to get my... This isn't, like, creating some weird tactic, I don't think. I just want to get my bishop and my rook both into the action. So I think we can counterattack here. Yes. The rook can move. But when it does, I can then trade bishops. Which one do you want? That one. Seems fair. We don't want to fall victim to... Well, I guess the rook could have captured, but I kind of want the rook available to take care of this guy. How did this... Oh, I was supposed to get my bishop out, you idiot! I forgot! Oh, no. Take back, please? It's like, wait a minute, I was supposed to be up material. How come I'm suddenly down material? Because after winning a pawn, you forgot to save a piece. That's why. This is awful. It's bedtime. Alright, let's get the pawns pushing, I guess. This strong queenside pawn position is my advantage. I have to somehow hold it together with just one rook. Yeah, I don't really have any hope here, actually. If here, pawn takes, no. If here, rook takes, pawn takes is just game over, yeah. So we don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. I guess I don't know what you're up to, honestly. Like, attacking this pawn again, but I guess just trying to force a rook trade? Sure. I don't know, man. It's all horrible. Capturing would clearly be game over because I wouldn't lose any material, but we'd be, well, I'd lose a pawn, and also we'd trade a rook. This way I lose a pawn, but we don't trade rooks. And I get a somewhat potent fast pawn. Maybe not potent enough. I mean, yeah, nothing should be good enough at this point, right? I think probably something like this is good enough. This maybe. I don't think pushing this pawn has that much of a future. Now, suppose I pushed here. I don't think that works. They would just take this. Yeah, okay. All right. So we go after this guy. You can't come back to defend him, so I think you just go after my base point. And that's a positive exchange for you. But I guess I'm threatening this. Not sure what that king move's about. Here takes. Rook behind seems good enough, right? What if this? Pins the rook. We get to trade rooks, which is bad, but I get a king. Right now I have 0 kings. If I could trade this rook, I would have 1 king. What about rook here? And then push. No, that's just horrible. Yeah, that's losing. Pawn pushes? They don't seem very good. Yeah, they're not. Okay, this is the only thing I can see that might give me some play. I'm down 2 pawns. Well, I'm down material, but I get my king back into the game. And this rook is very busy protecting against my pawn. I choose no move. Pass. um, okay, barring that, I guess we go here. I think they could just need to create a pawn break here while the rook is shutting me out. You can do that, but I don't think your rook can actually head over to the king side without giving up on this. I can go here to avoid any checks. And then the rook has to commit itself to one side of the board or the other, I think. Well, no, it can go over here, and then if I push, it can come back. That's what rooks do. What if I went here, though? King takes, push here. The problem is I need to go here, so I'm actually threatening the rook. Here. I think at that point, even king takes is good enough, right? Well, no, because I can push two pawns. And the rook can't defend against both of them. Yeah, let's try that. Maybe my opponent will do something wrong. I guess now you can go back here. Oh, but you didn't. I think I need to keep an eye on this square, not this one. So I need to be shuffling like this. Can I make a break for it? I don't think I can. Not with stuff like this coming. Yeah, this is horrible. I forgot how important this square is as well. Pretty sure I can resign now. I'm out of ways to even trick my way into a victory. Okay, I mean, yeah, rook here, yeah. Maybe they pre-moved this? No. Alright. Ugh, what a disaster of a game. I assume I never had any hope. Don't show me the Open Explorer. Show me... Wait, I'm like, how do I look at... Oh, there's 8 pieces, so we don't have the database. The 7-piece database, okay. Yeah, so everything was fine up to here, and then I was like, wait a minute, why don't I just like jump on in? And then it's like, oh, you lose a pawn. But I think at this point, still, like queen here would have been okay. Or this. Why is this good? I mean, it's attacking the bishop and the pawn. Moves like this never occurred to me. Oh yeah, and then you have to follow up with this. And it just turns into this slugfest. I like that. No games found. I guess we're already in like some really... Nobody ever does anything here. Nobody, Nobody really plays this knight move. Yeah, I mean, obviously I play d3 pretty much every time, but I wanted to try something else. And where is, yeah, knight d5 played like, I don't know, less than 10% of the time? And then when they jump in here, that's like never supposed to happen. But the players who try this move are not the players who are smart enough to find this one, is basically what I'm... Oh, no, they tried d3, yeah. d4, which Stockfish prefers, is just not something that players find, really. And then no one tries this bizarre Stockfish play. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, but as I was saying, at this point, even some queen move here should be okay. It's not good, but it isn't horrible. This is horrible. Oh, castle. But when instead they trade knights, I get this cool queen. And they give me the complete game with this move. Oh, we might as well ask for a computer analysis while we're here. Knight here. I didn't even see this. I thought, like, let's attack the rook, but what if we attack the king? And the king, like, has to go here. I think Stockfish will probably say you have to sack the queen. But if the king does move, it has to be here. This is no good. Yeah. I don't know. I somehow, like, I saw this rook was weak. I didn't consider that the king might be weak. Because if here, you just get to bring in another piece and threaten all kinds of stuff. Oh, interesting. We don't actually have to defend the bishop because no one can attack it. But I thought being here would be nice because it means the pawn can't push. But okay, we get to trade 2 minors for a rook and a queen, which is pretty good. Understatement of the year. I'm still way ahead after this move. It says bishop here is okay. Prefers queen over. Ah, because then we have 2 defenders on this square and the knight can escape. I see. says don't run away with the bishop. Just put a bishop here. Ah, to track down the rook. Say, fine, you can have my bishop if you want. And suppose they do. Now the rook can't go anywhere, and it also saves my knight by making this into a safe square for him, I think. Or this, or something. Huh. When I run away with the bishop, I'm like no longer winning. Or I'm still up a bit. But apparently it's a little puzzling. It says like this is the best move, but if you make that move, you're giving up your advantage. So just one of those horizon effect things. If we let it think about this longer, it'll realize I'm still ahead, I guess. Well, no, it did a computer analysis this position. That's what I don't understand. I guess if I let it think about this position a little bit longer, it'll realize I'm not ahead. Right, at depth 24, it should realize that. No? I don't understand this dang computer. How can you say this is the best move at depth 25? Oh, I thought it, but like, maybe the computer analyses don't go to depth 23. No? It's bizarre. Alright, whatever. This? Why? Rook takes, right? What's wrong with this? Ugh. You were them. I didn't see, and neither did my opponent, that you can't actually take the knight at all. You get the knight, but I get an entire rook. It's not like the exchange. I'm not trading a bishop for a rook. I just take a rook. You can't defend either of them. Okay, well that's pretty cool. So why in this position? Is it oh, bishop here attacks the rook? That's why they won't just take a bishop. I see. But can't they like play here to get out with an attack? I guess they don't want to? Huh. I don't know. Obviously dropping the bishop was a big blunder here. I forgot what I was trying to do, and I just saw, wait a minute, wouldn't the rook getting here be a problem? It would be a fork. Yeah, but you would just take it, so that's fine. Just don't give up a piece for no reason. And then my opponent, oh. Slowly maneuvered his way into a winning position, I thought. Really? I didn't think this was, like, gonna work. I guess it walls the king off? What is the point of this move? Why can't they just, like, take one of these eventually? I mean, if here... Now they don't have a rook defending this anymore, I guess. I see. That's why I want to, oops, to go here. And then apparently this is unbreakable somehow? Like if they ever try to go for this pawn, I can defend it. in one of these two ways. And if they ever move this rook, I promote. Or come up here and then promote or something. But why can't the king start getting involved? Why does the king move make this suddenly work? What? Huh. I don't get it. And if you try something different, it doesn't work. Because you get this double defended, okay. But there's lots of other moves that work. Not lots, I guess. Here, check, and then defend the promotion square. Or apparently just give up the rook right away. So in this position, when I said, okay, let's trade rooks, I just needed to push the base pawn. I don't quite understand why, like, what should I generalize this to? How can I look at this position, a position like this, and say, oh, of course, I should push the base pawn? Like, yes, you want to push some passers. You don't want to push this one, or this one's illegal. So, okay, this, I guess, makes some sense from that perspective. But I don't understand, like, why you can get away with it. I guess the idea is you want to attack this rook. It means you want to push this pawn. But you have to be hanging on to this position to do that. But like if you push here, the rook just takes like this. Except I guess apparently it doesn't, because if so, you push again, right? So you chase the king onto the back rank. For some reason. I don't know. Just an overall embarrassing game where I got what I deserved in the end. Thank goodness. I had some chances to win, clearly. Mostly when I was doing this. Attack the king. All right, well, I guess that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.